So today I'm just going to give you a quick refresher so that you can start your portfolio. So you all should have a Weebly account because we've been blogging on our Weebly account throughout the course. So what I want you to do is go sign in the way you normally do to edit your blog. And then to make a new site, you're just going to click this little drop-down arrow. And at the top of the My Site section is an Add Site. So you're just going to want to click on that button. And this will ask you whether you need a website or a website with an online store. And again, we're just going to click I need a website. Then you have to select a theme again. So last time I had you select a blog because that's what we were making. This time we are not making a blog. So I highly recommend you don't select a theme that is designed to be a blog. You can make it work, but it is easier to pick a different theme. As far as which category you choose from, it doesn't really matter. However, they do have this nice portfolio category if you'd like to start with one of those. So just pick any of those designs, doesn't matter. You can edit it like we talked about with your blog, and you'll want to click Start Editing. So it's now asking for a domain name for your site. So I highly recommend that you use your name, the word portfolio, something combination of your name and the word portfolio. It doesn't matter too much. You want it to be professional and you want it to be easy for people to find, okay? So because this is just a template that I'm showing you, I'm going to call mine com-portfolio. And we'll see if that's available, and it is. So I'm going to choose that one, and I'm going to say done. So you're going to want to change the pages again first. So our portfolio is going to have 5 pages. So I would probably start by just deleting the pages that they have pre-made on the site, as it's easier to build your own pages that are blank rather than trying to come over and delete all of the little text boxes and pictures. So I would just recommend you delete all of the pages that are pre-assigned. And then add 5 standard pages. You don't want a blog page, you just need a standard page. So your first page is going to be called This Is Me. You don't have to worry too much about capitalization and everything like that. As you can see on this side of my screen, it makes all of the letters capital in the end for me because that is the template I chose. So This Is Me is your first page. Your second page is going to be academic and technical skills. Your next page is going to be personal skills. The next page is going to be teamwork skills. And the last page is going to be project work. These are just my suggested titles. You may choose to use a different title if you think it suits your portfolio better or you think it looks more professional. These are just my suggested titles to help you break up your portfolio, okay? So each of these pages, I'm going to provide you with a list of specific details that they're going to need to include. For example, on your This Is Me page, you're going to have things like your resume, your cover letter, any education. So if you're in grade 10, you might include that. Any hobbies, any interests, all of those sorts of things are going to go on the This Is Me page. Your academic and technical skills page is going to have things like certificates and honors and examples of your schoolwork. If you have certification, so if you have CP, first aid or CPR, those sorts of things, you can include those certifications. If you're applying for an art job, an imaginary art job, you may want to include samples of your artwork on there as well, or computer skills, those sorts of things that relate to the job you plan to apply for. Personal skills is going to be things like reference letters, volunteer work, career goals, leadership skills. All of those things are personal skills. Teamwork is going to include any clubs you're part of, any of the responsibilities you have in those clubs, if you got certificates, or if you play on the hockey team and you got a medal, all of those things would go under teamwork. And then lastly, project work is going to be samples and descriptions of your best project work. So think big. If you don't have anything that I would consider to be big, then think big school projects, okay? So this is your best work. Your home page, you can delete now if you want, or you can leave it and just make it a brief introduction to your portfolio. Remember that in order to build, you're just going to click on this Build tab over here. And this is how you drag and drop those elements. You want to make sure that your portfolio includes pictures, text. So if we look at this example, she had a picture of herself. She had a little bit about herself on the front page. She had some of her work that she's done to show people right on the home page, and then the contact me information. We don't need to have this on our portfolio because we are putting our sample resume and cover letter, right? You can if you want to, but you don't have to. And you will do that for all 5 of these pages. This assignment is due when you have your interview. So you have about 5 weeks to get this done. Good luck. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me.